The following video is a debate between a pro-Israeli student and a Palestinian protester at the Monash University in Melbourne. I've left this video mostly unedited to keep it as real and as raw as possible. During my previous video at the Monash encampment, there were some tense exchanges between some of the pro-Israeli students and some of the protesters at the camp. They did decide to have a debate, and this is that video.
You agree with me?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Please, I want to sit, talk with respect. No respect, I will
Yes, no one interrupts. We're having conversation. Yeah. Because when I say, as a Jew, when you have Shabbat, when you have Pesach, when you have anything, you say next year in Israel, next year in Israel. And intrinsically, within our customs, within Jewish customs, it means that next year in Israel, you have to be Zionistic to be Jewish. That is my opinion.
That's where we disagree. Because
I understand that.
If I
ask
you the question, before 1865, in 1700, and before that, was no word of Zionism.
Yeah.
The Jews were at that time, what we call them.
We're in the diaspora.
Jewish.
Just Jewish. Yes. Of course.
That's why we can't see.
Of course.
To be a Jewish, you have to be a Zionist, because before that was no Zionist. This means it cannot be. We agree on this?
Okay.
That's not Jewish.
I say, I understand your perspective.
You agree with me? Was no Zionism before that?
I would say I wouldn't necessarily agree with you. I would say there's no truth within the matter. It's an opinion, and I think there's
Zionism in the Bible. In the
wait.
The word
Let me
Zion exists from
let me please.
Zionism
This
when
is
it's
my
born.
conversation. Don't speak.
Zionism when it's born. When this word
Okay,
Zionism were born.
say I agree with you, and you're correct. Jews aren't necessarily Zionists. They're two separate things, completely different things. My issues with this and why I started this and why I started eating my lunch within the encampment was I have a fear that people who are anti-Semitic, I'm not saying you are, I'm not saying you are, I'm not saying you are, I'm not saying you're anti-Semitic at all, but I'm saying that there are people within there that they play under the guise of that, no, we are against Zionists, we're against Zionists, when in reality, they're against Jews. And it's a very dangerous thing.
Anything has to be proved. Do you have a proof of that?
It's not a tangible proof. It's something that
I got kicked out.
No, kicked out's not the proof.
I didn't say anything.
Kicked out's not proof, because you can be a Jew, you can be my friend, you can sit and eat lunch with me.
well, because
If
exactly.
you are cause me a harm, I don't want you to be next to me.
That's what I want to
If
say.
I have a proof, I'll be with you.
I said
I
I
will
support
be
free
with you.
Palestine.
I will be with you, fighting whoever bloody.
But here you're speaking with me. You're speaking with me. Wait,
I'm with
please.
you, with anyone else.
Okay.
If you do have a proof, I'll be with you, fighting
Exactly.
anybody there.
The
anti-Jews.
idea of hatred, it's intangible.
Of course.
It's something that is within the minds of people. Like say if you say we hate Palestinians, and we go, well, where's the proof? I'm not the one in Israel
I
sending
can
out the
give
bombs.
Not you.
Yeah,
I
of
can
course.
say the Zionists around the world.
Yeah,
The Zionists came here because I want to talk.
yeah.
The Zionists around the world, specific from Palestine, I don't call it Israel.
Yeah.
I disagree on Israel.
Okay, let you do whatever you want.
From Netanyahu, because down their own, really, in their own mouth, you found it in your own TV, you found it in your own YouTube. They not even call us bad people, they call us enemies.
Yeah.
And that's happened in the last 6 months, 7 months.
Okay.
And Zionists in USA, which is, they're not Jews, by the way. Like Biden himself is his own Zionist.
Yeah.
And he's not Jewish. And that's why we see a difference between Zionists and Jews. The guy down there got about 30 million Zionists around the world. I'm telling you he's wrong. It's about 80 million Zionists around the world.
Yeah.
The Jews about 15, 16, 20 million max around the world. But not every Jewish Zionist. Now, these people, they call us worse than enemies.
Yeah.
And we don't call Jews worse than enemies.
Where is the
But he-
proof
no,
that
wait,
every
hey,
Palestinian guy, everyone
hey,
can speak?
I'll say
No,
this.
no,
Where
I'm
can
having
every
a conversation,
Palestinian
mate.
call, every Zionist calls it? Does that happen? Is it proof?
Mate,
I don't call
I
Palestinian
walked off here to have a conversation with
But
you.
you
Let me
we
speak.
can all have a conversation.
No, well, I'm having a
Ask
conversation.
him, I'm happy to
Yeah, thank
So
you.
this is my proof. The leaders of the Zionism around the world
I
call
understand.
us worse than enemies.
I understand.
That's where we take it. That's all.
But here, if you look around you right now, you'll see 10, 20, 30 Zionists. I will guarantee you.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
Zionism.
okay. I will
have no
guarantee. I can see around and I look
Unless
around and I
you see
know.
I'm Zionist. I don't know you are Zionist.
Okay, I look around and I know that these people are Zionists because I know them. And I can say in my mind, in my heart, that no, they've never gone out and said that you're animals, that you're this, that you're that. They just believe in the right for a Jewish homeland to
Let us
exist.
the definition aside. Because the definition is the most important thing. Maybe definition of Zionist in my mind different than definition of Zionist in your mind. In my mind, the Zionist is a bad person,
Yeah.
carry a wrong ideology, you would like to control the world. You think you are Siberia, and everybody else in the world below you.
See,
That's my definition.
And that's
yours different.
No, yes, please. Wait, just one more thing.
If that's your different, then
I'll
we'll
say
carry
one more
with
thing.
yours.
I'll say one more thing.
Yeah.
That's your definition of a Zionist?
Yes.
Those exact words and descriptors, thinking you're superior, thinking that you want to control the world, those are the dangerous ideas that manifested themselves in Nazi Germany, and that's how you impose hatred on
Correct.
Jewish people.
100% correct. That's why we're saying, Habibi. That's exactly what we're saying. 100%. The what you call it? The Hitler Nazis
Yes.
and the Zionists line up.
It's very...
Line up. Why? Because the ideology, in my mind, the same. Siberia,
Yeah.
they better, the rest bad. Siberia, they better, the rest bad. The same idea.
I understand.
Regardless of the name. Call the name, whatever you want to call the name.
Yeah, I understand that for sure. But do you understand that the idea that if people associate these things with Zionists, you could be a passive Zionist. You could just, in your heart, believe that the right to a Jewish homeland exists should be true. And that is something that a lot of Jewish people hold in their ideas.
Definitions, because
Okay.
if we agree of there's no Siberia, I'm a human. It's not your business what I wear. I'm a human. You cut me, blood come out of my hand.
Yeah,
You human. If I cut you, blood in hand.
Yeah.
I'm O positive.
yeah,
You could be O positive.
yeah.
You could be O negative.
Okay, I understand that.
All the
We're still
same.
different people. Yeah, okay.
My DNA 46 chromosomes, you 46 chromosomes.
The
We're all
only-
the same. We're not different.
The thing
Do we
is,
agree
though,
on this?
when you draw parallels between the Nazi Party and Zionism, I would say that the parallels can be drawn very explicitly between the Nazi Party started as the Socialist Party in Germany. They were the Nazi Socialist Party. And that's why when I see this encampment set up, there's no one who is, of course anyone can join a cause and believe in it, but there is no one there who knew about the cause before a couple of months ago. Everyone there with virtue signaling, joining, hopping onto a cause because they think it's popular. And I think when they go and scream out at students who are sitting across the lawn, you're genocidal freaks, I think that actually misrepresents you as a whole, as a collective. I think that's why you come in today. I think that's why you come in numbers today. Because yesterday was disgusting. It was embarrassing on your part.
People like you
Yeah.
can have a chat with the leaders of the camp. Can come up. We can trust me.
No, yesterday, no, 2 days ago, there's a video, and I come and I say, what does free Palestine actually look like to you guys? And they say, we are not here to discuss that. So that's how I know they truly don't identify with your cause.
If you ask me what free Palestine, you disagree with me. Free Palestine. From the river to the sea, the same as the Likud sea from the sea to the river.
Of course.
We opposite them, the Likud. The Likud written their own book.
And
They're
to
written
you-
down there from the sea to the river, all Israel. I say from the
Jews
river
allowed to
to
live
the
there?
sea, all Palestine.
Wait. And when you say free Palestine, what would that look like in an ideal situation?
For me, every single one,
Yeah.
indigenous of that country,
Yeah.
and then there is that country.
Yeah.
If you know your history, that's good. If you don't know, I'm happy to teach you your history.
I know very
Because I
well.
read it very well. Every single indigenous belong to that land has the full right to live that land with full respect.
And do you trace back
Regardless.
indigeneity
Indigenous,
1,000 years ago, 100 years
whatever you
ago?
want. Whatever you want. You want to go 100, I'm ready to go. You want 500, I go. You want 1,000, I go. You want 2,300, I go. You want to go to Abraham, I go. You want to go to Sam, I go. You want to go to Adam, I go. Whatever you want. I
Yes.
have the whole
Yes.
lot of the whole history of it.
The reason-
Every
yeah.
single indigenous. If he's a Muslim, if he's a Christian, if he's a Jew, if he's a Druze,
Okay.
if he's a disbeliever,
That's the
this
thing.
is a bullshit asshole.
That's-
As long as he's a human, sorry with the language, and
Yeah.
respect others, has the full right to live in that land.
And that is the thing.
I think that's fair.
That is the thing. This land, the arguments, the argument about who's indigenous to the land has been going on for thousands of years. They used to go medieval crusades to the Holy Land. This has been warred over for thousands of
Now,
years.
what's your indigenous of the land, do you think? Any land. Specific Palestinian land. What do you call who's indigenous?
I think we are called the Jews because we are from the kingdom of Judea, which resided upon that land thousands of years ago.
Correct. Do you know when it's found that or is it not? It's Judea and David hold the kingdom from the Nile River
Yes.
all the way to Iraq.
And I'm saying that
Isn't it or not?
I'm saying that the
Can
current
you claim,
situation.
one second,
Yes.
one second,
I'm
can
saying
you, just give me a second. Can you claim the kingdom of David, the kingdom of David, it all has to be Israel, all the way from Syria, from Egypt, Sinai, Palestine, Jordan, half of Iraq, half of Syria, half of Lebanon, half of Saudi Arabia in the north. Can you claim that?
no.
But that's what's kingdom of David. What was?
Look, I don't want to
Look,
argue
read
about
your
history.
book. No. Read your book.
Kobe, hold on.
Read your book again. Go visit it, my friend.
Okay,
Go
hold
visit
on. We're not going to argue about history and everything like that. This is something that we'll go in circles. We can argue in circles forever. The only thing I want to say is that I have cousins now, maybe 4 years old, 5 years old. What do they do? When you say free Palestine, what do these children do? Do they leave their home?
You don't have to.
So what happens? What is a free
You don't have
Palestine
to.
to
But that's
you?
what I'm telling you. Free Palestine.
We live together in the land.
We don't have exactly. Do I have the right to go to my mom's town? Do I have the right?
Maybe
I
not now.
want my
Yeah.
children and myself to go back to my mom's town, the one being 8 years old.
So free
Then I
Palestine
don't.
to you
That
looks
doesn't
like
mean
everyone living in the land
That doesn't
together.
mean I have to kick about. I don't have
And
to kick
honestly,
anybody
and I
else.
understand that, and maybe I could get hate for saying I agree with that or anything like that. But I'm saying that there are people over in that camp that they do not want people to live in the land
we
together.
will teach them. We have to teach them. We the
And
indigenous.
I hope
we
you
the,
do,
We
because
the
that's
one.
what my
We
goal
the
is.
one born there. We the one kicked out. Upon
Yeah.
refugee camp. I am the victim
Yeah.
of the bloody Haganas.
Yeah.
Back in Palestine, when they actually took my land and
Okay.
took my bloody great grandfathers and my father, my grandfather.
And
and
that is our goal. That is all of our goals as Jews here, is to actually educate these people on the matter.
That's what we're saying. Every single Zionist in my definition, not in your definition. Okay? Because we talk about different definitions. Okay? It has to be kicked out. My definition. Okay? Anyone else respect us and think the human a human and has to live as a human, can still live. I'm bloody not in my country here. That's Australia's not. I'm not indigenous. I've been accepted here. The guys accepted me here. The indigenous accepted me here. I appreciate that land. I work for it. I pay tax on it. I have to be good for this land. I have to be back for this land. I have to be back for these people.
And that's what I
I have
say.
to appreciate
That's what I
I'm
say. Here in Australia, we live here together.
Exactly.
But when you go over, we have a public university in Cameron. Wait, Tom. How about you speaking, bro?
You're ahead.
When you have this university in Cameron here, this is everyone's place. This is everyone who goes to the university.
Before I go, I will talk to these guys, explain to them what because I know 100% believe that. And as an old Jew,
Okay, thank you. So then I hope that we are allowed to go sit and eat our lunch wherever we like.
No. Whatever you like is a bit
Whatever, it goes in circles, bro.
problematic.
Can I ask, do you support Hamas?
I support every single resistance. Don't ask me a question. I'm going to ask you very quickly. Very honest question. Don't ask me a question. You can take it for me. Take me to the government of Australia because government of Australia calling Hamas a terrorist organization.
Yeah.
That means Abiy breaking the law of Australia. And that's absolutely a dirty question. Like somebody would like to provoke these guys. Go sit down there, try to eat lunch, down there, and eat lunch down there to provoke them. Different than somebody honest would love to eat lunch with
Look,
them.
everyone
Two
knows.
different things.
Everyone here
Have you
knows.
asked me this about Hamas when I'm here?
Everyone here knows what's in the Hamas charter. Everyone here knows that. You come here to have a conversation about something
I
different.
support resistance.
You know his answer. You know his answer. You know our answer. His answer is he fucking loves Hamas. I have class to go to. Thank you, man. Can you tell them that we are allowed to eat our lunch first?
No. Remember what they said.
No.
Remember what they said.
What'd you say?
Anyone would like with respect go eat lunch with them, allow. Anyone try to provoke like his question? No. Because his question is a provoke question. A question put me in the corner.
Yeah, of course.
Okay? And that's different story.
Okay.
A friendly somebody would like to sit and have a nice conversation. Anyone welcome them. Anyone try to cause trouble, he's not welcome. She's not welcome. They're not welcome.
So can you say that
Because you're causing trouble, and this guy is gonna have a trouble to try to prevent the trouble.
So can you say today you've had a friendly conversation with a proud Zionist?
In my definition, yes. New definition, no.
Okay.
In Zionist, my definition, there are a big difference.
So in your definition, I think I'm superior. I call you animals. I'm dirty.
I don't see a difference between the Zionists of these days and the Hitler's mentality. No. Yes, in my definition.
My
Keep it in my
follow-up
definition.
question to you.
And you agree in my definition.
My follow-up to the